Hello you, welcome back. Today I'll show you how I built a 2-tier bar cart from scratch for someone very special. So I live with a workaholic, but lately he has been fascinated with mixology. And since I really want to encourage his interest in a hobby, I have decided to build him a bar cart, or a tea trolley if you will. And I'll be using some wooden trays, some 2x2s, and 4 caster wheels that lock in place. The 4 2x2s will serve as the trolley's support beams. So I'll start by measuring and cutting each of them at 28 inches. To understand the construction better, I have essentially divided the beams into 4 sections each. First, there's the top section, which is about 4 inches. This is where the handles will go. Next, I'll mark the height of the first tray, which is about 4 centimeters. Then I'll leave a space of about 20.5 inches in the middle. And finally, I'll mark the spot for the second tray. Notice that I'm keeping the second tray flush with the bottom of the support beams. Another crucial measurement here is the distance between the back legs and the front legs of the cart. This should be based on the width of the trays, which for me was about 5 inches. To make sure that the trolley is sturdy enough for heavy weight, I'll attach each of the back legs to the front ones with a couple of dowels. I'll start with one dowel at the bottom on each side, 3 inches above the second tray, and one at the top, 3 inches below the first tray. There are a few ways to add dowels to a piece of furniture. For this, I'm using some screws and glue. So the first step with the trays is to figure out the exact center of the sides that will be attached to the legs. This step is very essential to ensure that everything in your trolley is level. Using a tray with squared corners will make your job a lot easier at this point, but then again, where's the fun in straight and easy? To make the drilling process smoother, I will attach the trays to the legs with some PVC glue first. Fair warning though, if you're using a glue like this, make sure you're in an open space or somewhere with really good ventilation. Because trust me, using this stuff in a really closed environment can make you dizzy really fast. Once the glue has bonded well enough, I will pre-drill some holes for nails. Now the reason I'm going for nails instead of screws is because these trays are pretty thin width-wise, and I'm afraid that screws will split the wood. Now that both the trays have been attached to the legs, this is what the trolley is looking like so far. Before I move on to the painting bit, I will fill up all the nail holes with some wood filler. Once that's dry, I will stain the legs with Asian Paints Wood Deck in the shade Walnut. I'll also go with the trays with this stain to tone down its reddish color a little bit. While the stain was drying, I did something that I would regret and undo later. I built a pair of handles from some scrap wood and painted them and the dowels a bright golden shade. I'm quite wiped out at this point, but I still have a long way to go, so I will soldier on to the trickiest part of this project, which is affixing the wheels. The trays I used are a bit uneven, so I've added some wood slats at the bottom to make the surface level. This is very crucial when you're working with wheels. You have to ensure that the surface you're adding them onto is as flat as it can be, else your furniture will be unstable. I'm fixing the wheels in place with some PVC glue before going in with the screws. Before I get to brush my teeth or have some much needed chai, I will quickly seal the stain with the clear wax I got from Craft Angles. Once that's dried for a few hours, I will move on to my most favorite bit of this entire process, which is styling. On the top, I'll add this mixology kit I got from Amazon, and if you want, I'll leave a link to it in the description box.
What?
Since you've showed interest in mixology.
This is insane. Where did you get the wheels from?
I bought it.
My god, this is insane. This is so good. Thank you so much. I wish I had like 1/100th of the skill that you do. I will learn how to make beautiful cocktails. Thank you.
Yeah. After we used the bar cart for a couple of times, a few issues cropped up. The handle, for one, was a bit too narrow and fragile, so I replaced it with this simple plank with rounded ends. I added these hooks to the sides to add some extra storage space. I was especially excited to add this black wine glass rack, also from Amazon. The golden paint was a bit too gaudy for the room's decor, so I stripped it and repainted the dowels a dark walnut color to match the rest of the cart. So, what do you think? Would you want something like this for a gift? Or would you consider buying it for your home? Let me know in the comment section, and also suggest what I should build next. Till then, take care, and I'll see you soon.